consistency is huge. If you have a passion for whatever you're doing, that will really push you through.
Welcome back to Live at the Hive. My name is Janice Jokkel, your host, and I am so excited for you to hear from our new community connector here in Medina County. She is making huge strides and is a local business owner. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how
Rachael,
you doing?
tell our viewers, what do you do?
So I own Not Yourself Medical Massage Studio here in Medina. I started on the square and now we're right off 18 before Medina Hospital.
What's happening tomorrow?
Our 5-year anniversary is tomorrow.
Yay!
I'm excited.
I watched you grow. Like, what is she doing now? It's kind of like I thought I was the entrepreneur that's kind of pivoting all the time.
Yeah, thank you, yes.
So tell us, what is that going to look like? Because you started your journey not in this field.
No. So I came from the nursing field. I felt I wanted to help people, and I felt like I was too stressed out and I was too young to do what I was doing unless I continued to advance it. And I actually went for my RN license and decided to pivot to medical massage because I wanted to help people in a different kind of way.
And what does that mean?
So more therapeutically working with the body, more so like the nursing, we do an overhead, and it's, you work in the hospitals and whatnot like that. The last job I had was working in-home pediatrics, which I really enjoyed. It was one-on-one, got to make a huge difference in, a lot of kids' lives. But I just want to do something different and make a bigger impact in the community.
Fantastic. So you grew during COVID.
Oh my gosh.
And you were a one-man band, one women-man band, and you thrived.
Yeah. Consistency for sure. There's some days I don't know what I did or what day it was of where I was coming or going. But if you have consistency, that's key.
Yeah. So you took a leap of faith and you opened your second location.
Yes.
And what did you learn from that?
Okay, so
I know that feeling because we both did it at the same time, and we ended that journey at the same time.
Yes. So and there's nothing, nothing negative about learning experience by any means. So I had my Medina location. It was a moving and grooving. I was presented an amazing opportunity to start something in Westlake. So knowing me, I was like, okay, let's go. Let's do this.
Me and Wadsworth.
Yeah, exactly.
Westlake, Wadsworth.
Yeah, completely different ball game, different target market.
Yep.
So I was up there, hired staff to help, and we were moving, and then had a hard time getting staff to continue to work and have staff up there. So I worked for about 6 months before I just said, throwing in a towel. I couldn't, hire good staff to replace, because that's key. You make your brand. When you have a franchise, the brand's already made. But when you have your own small business, you are the brand. You have to make that. So sometimes it's very difficult, and you have to be very important and mindful who you're putting in positions where people really see the faces of the business. So Medina was getting busier. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to press pause on Westlake, bring it down, and come back to Medina.
Yep.
And I learned a lot. It was definitely a good learning experience for sure. But yes, I learned a lot doing that.
Yeah. It's funny that you say press pause. That's my title of my book I'm writing.
Yeah.
Is, we do things that we want to move forward, and sometimes that moving forward doesn't always happen the way we think it should go, right? And same with me. I opened Wadsworth thinking that's the community. It still is an awesome community. I would love to be there. It's just I picked the wrong location for the wrong reasons. And, a year later and $20,000 loss, you just have to bring it back home and, thrive at the Hive is what we're doing right now here in Medina.
Yeah, exactly. And I will say Medina is a special kind of community.
It is.
People here, the community here, the support here, it is much different than what I experienced up in Westlake, for sure.
Yeah. So you're expanding, and I'd love the viewers to understand, people go to spas to relax, or people go to spas to really heal their body, heal from the inside and out, and you are building an amazing oasis in your new locations. So can you educate us on the new pieces of your business that aren't just massage? You're going to have a one-stop shop experience.
Yes. So I like to innovate and like to change, apparently. And this industry, I'm just trying to mold the way I like it.
Yeah.
So when I came from the nursing world into massage, I realized there was, including myself, there was a huge deficit of knowledge of how massage can help the body medically and what we can help with. Tennis elbow, sciatica, low back pain, headaches, TMJ, migraines, all of it is, a lot of it's muscle
pain in your body.
Yeah. It's the muscles that are tight, they're not getting enough oxygen. So I noticed there was a big disconnect between the community and the therapist, and educating them and knowing, like, okay, go to a licensed massage therapist to help with this. And then I also noticed in the process of hiring staff, there was a lot of massage therapists out there that love to do this kind of work, but they were put in environments where they were more spa and not so medical massage studios. So when I hear the word spa, I think of facials and mudding and relaxing. And if
getting pampered, self-care.
Exactly.
People saying, I'm going to soak in a tub. That's hygiene. That's not self-care.
Exactly. So when you walk in and not yourself, like, yes, you will probably relax some bit, but we're doing work on the body to make it progress in the, where we want it to go to. So I wanted to do that. So going back to your question, I wanted to educate the clients, like, this is, you get medical massage. We are licensed. Other places are not licensed. You don't have to be licensed in Medina. So it's very important to, in Medina, I mean Ohio. So it's very important to educate the clients on that. It's very important to educate the staff. We have great staff, and their goal is to help clients in a medical kind of way. So I've had staff since 2021. I love staff. I did massage for a little bit, stepped away, got back into it. And then I realized there's other ways that we can also help, and through personal experience, I went with my friend who had an sauna, and I felt really good after doing the sauna. So I was like, okay, it's because I worked out, right? So I was like,
it has to be that.
It has to be that. So a week later, I was like, we got to do this again. I did it again. I was like, you know what? I need to look into this sauna. What do you have? What's it all about? So I did some homework. I looked into the clear light infrared chromotherapy saunas, which is red light therapy and color therapy. It's two different therapies in one box. And the sauna is not like the old school rocks that people think of. It is the panels in front of you that shine the red light. They color it red, but it's red wavelengths that come at your body. The more of your body that's exposed to the red light and the chromotherapy that's up above, the more surface area of the skin, the better, the more benefits. You usually want to do like 30 minutes to start, and then you work your way up to an hour. You don't have to do it to the full max heat. I believe it goes up to 140, but the longer you stay in it, it hits different parts of the body. One of the things is working with the mitochondria of your cell, which is like the powerhouse of your cell. Really important piece. But yeah, so we're adding 2 of those. We just knocked down some walls and built up some walls. And we're also going to have a flex studio, which I'm kind of still up in the air about, because it's just extra space that we have that I want to help. Ideally, I want to help small businesses who teach like-minded area classes, like maybe like a small yoga, a small stretch. And I didn't have anywhere to start my business when I was solo, so I feel like this is giving back to the community. Somebody who
kind of like the Biz Hive does.
Exactly. Somebody who wants to start their own business, and it's very flexible. We can, buy the hours for the month. It'll be very flexible, but it's very very beginning stages.
Yes.
Very beginning stages. So yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Lots going on your plate.
Yeah, that was a big mouthful. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was pretty long.
Thank you. Well, people, marketing and only can do so much, right?
Yes,
until you hear the story of the business owner, and that's why this show exists, is really to shine this spotlight on business owners and leaders and the true community connectors in our community on what you're doing to make a difference. It's not always, people are like, oh, they just own a business and, their profit. Well, it's not always about that. It's what do you do in your business that you give back, and the Biz Hive is always giving back in one way, and this show is one of those opportunities. So we end the show always with words of wisdom. So what is your words of wisdom?
I will circle around and go back to consistency. So I've always said, when I first started, I came from the nursing world, went to a completely different environment, and my instructor said, you just need a table, some sheets, and some lotion. And literally that's what I took for what she said, and then I just went with it. Consistency is huge. If you have a passion for whatever you're doing, that will really push you through. But I started, I started this as a single mom with a teenager, had no business background whatsoever, but I knew I liked to help people, and I knew what it took and what I needed to do to help them. And I just moved forward from there, and I found a lot of mentors to help me get from point A to point A, B, C, D, all the way through Z, and I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, but the one thing I admire there's a lot of things I admire about you, but the one thing I do have to say that I love about your tenacity is you are a lifelong learner. You will go out and learn whatever you need to learn about. And like you said, you started this business not even knowing how to run a business other than having a bed, sheets, and lotion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And you can too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So follow your dream.
Yeah.
This is two entrepreneurs that didn't know how to run a business, but I've been a little longer than you, 20 plus years as an entrepreneur. Oh, thanks, Rachael. I know you are so busy with your construction and all of that, what you've got going on, but I wanted our community to hear your voice because you are such an inspiration, and you totally pivoted your life to where you are today, and you should be very proud of that.
Thank you, and I appreciate you having me on here to share my story.
Yeah,
a lot of people, even though we made an impact with thousands of clients, there's still a lot of people who don't know about us.
Yeah, exactly.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for viewing. We appreciate you as a viewer choosing to watch our show live at the Hive. And until next time, until we have another community connector in our seat, toodles.
Armstrong is proud to support the community and local businesses. As an Armstrong Business Solutions customer, the team at the Biz Hive supports their community through Armstrong's high-speed internet connection and reliable service. Watch Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on Channel 100 or visit Armstrong Neighborhood Channel on YouTube.